Yeah,
So
and with the retainer, like when I close, I mean, I do have like an appointment guarantee attached for like if I don't hit a certain threshold of appointments, like I don't get the retainer, but it is like in a range that I'm like, I can do. Like it's underneath the performance of my first client, so I've done it before, like consistently. But going forward, I do think I want to like just get rid of that.
yeah, there shouldn't be, in my opinion, there should be no, like, your almost like your performance should speak for itself. That's what you're getting towards. Like when I started, I had to do the same thing. I had to do guarantees. I had to do, service guarantees, money back guarantees. I had to figure out ways to get more clients, right? And this is like back in 2017, I started the company. So like, but now it's like, once you build enough rapport and you have enough case studies and you've done the shit over and over again, and like people have achieved results, like, you know, you don't need to go over above and beyond for people anymore. You don't need to, what I mean by that, of course you should always go above and beyond for people, but what I mean by that is you don't need to like prove yourself in your deal, like where you're saying like, oh, like I don't get paid unless this happens. Like, you don't need to do that, because you have so many people where it has happened to them, that like no one's going to ask you for a performance model, because it's just, the more case studies you have, the better it is. And like, it all comes down to the exact same shit I always tell people, which is, hold on one second. It really just boils down to this one slide, over and over and over again. People seemingly don't understand this, but this is the way to become a millionaire, in any niche. It doesn't matter what niche you're in. This is the way to become a millionaire right here. You want to make millions of dollars, you must do this. And if you don't do this, you're delaying your income. So anyone who doesn't do this is quite literally wasting their time and money. So yeah, so pretty much you have your outflows. This is your marketing. So you're cold calling, or you're running ads, or you're knocking doors, or you're running local physical. I don't care what you're doing, but this is essentially just you getting your offer out there, right? In any shape or form, you're getting your offer just deployed into the universe, right? Because how is anyone going to decide to work with you, or decide if you're interesting, or decide to even talk to you, if there's nothing in the universe sent out to be able to get something back, right? So you have to think about it like that. Like, how many offers am I pumping into the universe such that I get accepted offers in return? You're not going to get accepted offers, or you're not going to get declined offers unless there's offers being presented to people, right? So offers need to go out. From that, you're going to get sales appointments or leads, or whatever the next step is. You're going to get what's called an MQL, marketing qualified lead, or SQL, sales qualified lead, someone who is interested in the offer that you just pumped out, essentially. Okay. They're going to be interested. Once they're interested, you're going to get on the call with them and essentially turn them into a client. Either you get on the call with them, or you have a VSL that sells for you. It really just depends on how your business is structured, what kind of assets you have in place, what kind of testimonials you have, all that stuff. But someone's going to buy. And once they buy, you got to do well, deliver the service, deliver on what you said. And then once you do, then you're able to package that client into a case study, into a testimonial, such that that testimonial gets to be used again on all your marketing, right? All your offers, your cold calls, those people you're booking in, they're now, once they book in, they're seeing all the case studies. Or, your cold emails now have the case studies on them, or your ads have the before and after case studies on them, or whatever you're pumping out will have the proof, the case studies, okay? Added to the outflows. Because once you add the case studies to the outflows perform even better. They will book even more sales appointments. And when you book even more sales appointments, you get more clients. When you get more clients, you have more success rate. When you have more success rate, you get more case studies, and you have more people being pumped again onto your outflows again and again and again. You keep doing this till you're, at 10 mil a year, if not more. So, and that's literally like, you need to do this. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be an agency, you could be a SaaS company, you could be an HR recruiting company, you could be accountants, you could be a more, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, think about how many accountants, Ryan, you know, like let alone marketers, right? Sure, a lot of marketers have like testimonials online or whatever, but like accountants, right? When's the last time you came across an accountant that has like a testimonial page that has like people raving about their accounting skills, you know? Like, when's the last time?
I've never seen it before.
Never, right? Very seldomly, you know? Renovation people, that niche, they're going to have a lot of before and afters. They're not even going to have testimonials. It's like, it's more like projects they've done, like portfolio projects. But if you can spin that even more and like get, you know, testimonials and get your clients to understand that, and even for yourself, like as a marketer, like getting testimonials on your website, you know, getting Google reviews, these are such important things, you know. Your close rate increases, you know, your outflows perform better, you know, you get more case studies, you know, everything performs better if you have that reputation, right? And your goal should be to create that reputation. So what are the methods I can create that reputation? This is one way, right? Just business transactions. This is one way. Another way is getting testimonials online somehow. Maybe you can start by getting some friends and family to leave you reviews and things like that. And other ways, you know, can be to, you know, get press about yourself. Let's just say you want to get an article in I don't know, Yahoo Finance about how amazing Ryan is, right? As a Reno marketer, let's just say Ryan's the man, right? And there's an article about him in Business Insider or in whatever the hell, right? That's not necessarily you getting a testimonial, but there's an article about you being a Reno marketer, right? Like, what's the likelihood as a renovation company, if I'm a renovation company and you show me this article on a live call, right? What, like, I went from colder to warmer for sure, like without you even showing me previous results. You see what I mean? You
Yeah.
didn't even show me that you delivered for another reno company. You just showed me an article stating that you delivered or that you can deliver, right? So there's lots of ways to go around this to speed up the process. I am a big believer in doing both. So do everything you can, like, to get credibility online. The more credibility you have online, the more clients you're going to close. The more clients you're going to close, the more money you're going to make. So start thinking like this, guys, right? Start thinking like this. Like, the traditional way of business, it works. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, there's the whole, like, you know, sort of like referral thing where people will talk about you and they'll refer clients to you, and they'll bring you, you know, their friends if things go well. And that's true, they will. But it's going to take a year to 2 years to 3 years to get enough clients to start getting those referrals. So how can I speed that up, right? How can I speed that up such that I'm getting those referrals, I'm delivering for my clients, but I'm also getting like other forms of online credibility. And like, your online credibility could be, you're also like producing content. Like, imagine, Ryan, you had a checklist on your website, top 25 things to look out for when advertising for renovations, right? It's not an article, okay? It's not a client that did well, right? It's not a YouTube video showcasing visuals and whatever, but it's a simple checklist, PDF checklist that you created that you probably got ChatGPT to fucking make for you at the end of the day, that literally just shows 25 things that a reno company should look out for when doing marketing online, right? Or any variation of that kind of lead magnet or that kind of PDF downloadable asset, right? Even that will help your close rate, because you're now, it's more believable. It's more believable that, yes, you are this thought leader, you are this person that can deliver, you know, on specifically what I'm looking for, which is renovation success, right? So you have to think like this, right? Start producing more content. Start producing more content for sure. Ryan, do you make any content at all right now?
No, but I have been thinking about it like a lot. I think like the one bottleneck I'm having right now is just like I just want to be more consistent with my service so that I'm just coming off as more genuine when I talk about it. I feel
Mhm.
like in the back of my mind, like since I'm kind of questioning like, okay, can I truly deliver every time? It's kind of like I don't know, you can kind of see it just in the way I present myself. But like
Mhm.
I think soon once I resolve that, I'm just gonna go crazy with like the outreach and content and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, like if you could like let me explain something to you, Ryan. It's never going to be perfect ever. It's never going to be 110% ever. There will always be situations where you have some clients that aren't performing, and that might be not because of you, but also because of their close rates and their abilities and things like that, right? I'm not sure how it's structured if you're calling the leads or whatever it is, but the point is that there's never going to be 100%. So if I were you, I wouldn't even wait to start producing content. The faster you start producing content, and content doesn't need to be like, oh, you're this YouTube influencer. That's not what I mean by content. Um, just produce content, like produce anything. Like, for example, let me show you something that I produced the other day. Okay. This is literally something I produced the other day. Hold on one second. Exit. How do I? Okay. You guys still, you still see my screen, Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So take a look at this. I produced I'm creating a new offer currently. Okay. One second. Creating a new offer currently that I'm going to be launching soon. Um, and this is an example of creating content. Okay. But you know what? Yeah, let me actually. Yeah. Oh, my phone died. Okay, give me one second. I want to show you this because this is literally all you need to make. And if you can do this, you'll see how valuable it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if I were to go over to, I'm creating a new offer. Every time I create a new offer, and this is something that you guys should understand as well, because you are going to create new offers too in your niches, right? So I'm creating a new offer right now specifically for marketing agencies. So it's going to be a new coaching-esque solution that is specifically designed for marketing agencies. Um, and I'm creating this offer. And before I create any offer, the first thing I do is I will go ahead and create the automations associated with the offer. So take a look at what I did. I made this automation here. So we're going to look at this together. Let's read this together. Okay, let's read this email. Hey, John, thanks for your interest in the 7-figure sales script our team created. I've used it to close over 492 marketing agency clients within the last 12 months. See the screenshot below. Our process is truly revolutionary if you're a marketing agency. And then I made this piece of content, which is a 7-figure sales script. And hold on one second. And I went ahead and showed the proof in the pudding. And then I said, here's the link to download, blah, 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 book a call with me and let's move forward, right? So if I were to actually show you this, let me show you this. This is how you launch an offer. Okay, so here is the file that I produced. Simple. Just a script. It's like 7 pages or something. It's actually an old file that I made a couple of years ago. Actually, I just stumbled across it, recently. and I built a whole PDF like asset that, like imagine this said, Ryan, imagine, this said like it was a specific thing for home renovation clients, like it was a specific asset, like download this checklist or this like closing script or this like quotation template or this like video training. Even it could be a video training that you produce. It literally doesn't matter. But this is what I mean by creating content. It doesn't need to be like, this content is not going to see my TikTok account. My YouTube account is not going to see this PDF. You know what I mean? My Instagram account is not going to see this PDF. See what I mean? Maybe I'll post it, whatever, but it's not meant to be creating me as an influencer online. You see what I mean? Like there's two types of content creation. There's I'm creating content so I can blow up my socials. And then there's I'm creating content so I can close more fucking deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see the difference between the two?
I mean, it's like the clickbait thumbnails versus like the actual like valuable ones with like low views.
Yeah, man. Like what would you, who cares to be famous? Like I don't even want to be famous. I don't want to have thousands of followers I don't care to have that. It doesn't matter. If anything, it's better in the future to be more like behind the scenes and to be more like, because bad things can happen to people that are like in the forefront. Look at all like, there's a lot of bad shit that happens. Like the founder of what was it?
Square, yeah.
Cash App. The founder of Cash App just got stabbed to death in San Francisco. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Right. So listen, I'm not saying, blah, 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 shit's going to happen. We should all be doomed and not be, afraid of showcasing ourselves. No, but I am saying it's not that important to be famous, to make millions of dollars. You don't need to be, your Instagram follower count or whatever does not correlate to you making millions, like you can make millions and no one knows your name. It's just about the way you are doing it. What kind of content are you focusing on? How are you making people believe in your solution? And this is food for thought. Like nothing I'm doing with you right now is like training you on something tactical right now. I'm not giving you a strategy right now. What I am telling you to do is make sure your brain understands and like you switch your mind to starting to create content like this, because the faster you start doing this shit, like the more money, like the faster you're going to be making money and the faster you're going to be closing so much easier. Like imagine you got this email from me, Ryan, right? You're an agency, right? Imagine you got this email from me. We've never did any work together. I ran an ad saying like, here, download this free script, right? You downloaded the script, you got this email from me, as well as like 20 other emails that I put together that all have unique agency content in them. That's going to help your agency, right? Like I sent you a drip specific to your niche, you're more likely to work with me. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I found you from like the home renovation YouTube video you made because I was looking to figure out my service delivery, and that's where I kind of found out about variants.
Perfect. Okay, so let's talk about that. Right. So that right there is what creating content is like. So, and look, that's a different type of content. Like you have to understand there's people on YouTube that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. I don't even focus too much on YouTube. I'm just posting here and there. You know what I mean? Like it's not something I do to get famous. It's something I do so that people can see the content itself and then decide to work with me or not, just like you did, right? And the same thing applies here. Like no one is going to see this content on YouTube. The stuff I'm showing you right now on these email sequences is very proprietary information. Like, look, one of the emails is like this. Like literally I show, look at this. I'm showing my Calendly data, like how many meetings, you know what I mean, in our Calendly analytics, like that we're booking and for how much money, etc. So I'm sending out very specific information that is very, very proprietary. But it proves that we are able to do this for them. Make sense? And I don't care if millions of people see this. I don't want millions of people to see this. I just want the 50 people that are exactly doing what I'm like targeting. Those, I'd rather have 50 views on a YouTube video of marketers that are in the home renovation space, right? Than, you know, having a million views on a video that doesn't have any fucking like target. It's just an open-ended video talking about some bullshit that no one cares about. I'm not here to like showcase my lifestyle to people or be an influencer, or I don't want to do that. That doesn't wake me up in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm here to make as much money as I possibly can so that I can deliver for my family. I can take care of my family. I can, you know, build a beautiful family, take care of my mother, take care of my kids, take care, you know, that's why I'm doing this. You know, I don't want attention from people, you know? And so that's kind of like how you need to look at this. And most people don't create content because they like think that content creation is for people that want to be influencers. It's not. It's for content doesn't need to be on TikTok. It can be anywhere. It can be like we just showed you, right? It can be anything. It can be a free video training on your website. Here's another thing that I do that I'll show you. If we go to incognito mode and we type in variancemarketing.com, it might not work for me, but there's a pop-up on my website. Have you seen it before? The pop-up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a clean. There it is. Okay, take a look. Let's look at this pop-up. How to book qualified sales appointments in 2023. And let me explain this to you. I'm actually gonna dissect this for a second, because this used to say how to book qualified sales appointments in 2022. Okay. All I didn't even change the training. Training's the exact same fucking training. All I did was change this graphic and switch it to 2023 and change this title to switch that from 2022 to 2023. I just did that. Theoretically, I could make a new training, blah, 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 make something fresher, whatever. But like, you know, I already created this piece of content. People are going to put their information here. Okay. First name, phone number, and email, and they're going to access the free video training. So let's do that together. I'll go Avi, whatever. Let's just say phone number. Okay. And then email, right? Access free video training. After I click that, boom, it just loads the training. All I did was collect their details. Now their details are going to hit my CRM. So, and I have a specific list for, 1 second. Here we go. Downloaded free training. Do you see this one here?
Yeah.
So we have 167 leads in the last 30 days that have come here and have did what I just did. Whether they actually click play or not, doesn't matter to me, because you told me that you're interested in learning how to get more appointments, correct? That's why you gave me your details, you know, to watch this. Whether you watch this or not is irrelevant. The mere fact that you gave me your details indicating I'm interested in learning how to book more sales appointments in 2023 just indicates to me that, hey, you have this need for getting more appointments. Therefore, if my sales team calls you, you know, you're more likely to close, right? You see how this video here is a piece of content that no one on my Instagram has ever seen, that no one on my TikTok has ever seen, that no one on my YouTube has ever seen. Okay, just people that are on my website, in my private domain, my domain, which is my website, right? And look what happened. Did you notice what happened to the nav bar?
Oh, disappeared. They're locked in.
Why is that? Let's see if you can think of it, Ryan.
I mean, that kind of forces them to watch it, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure you sell them in a video of your course.
Fuck yeah, that's a fantastic. Absolutely. So if I go back, right, let's look what happens. Nav bar is here. I can navigate to any page. I can blah, 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 do whatever the hell I want, right? But if I go forward back to that pop-up, right, that pop-up is going to bring me to the that page where there was no nav bar, and it just force squeezes you to watch the video. And so little things like that, all those little tiny things you'll learn over time, but really the more important thing here is let's start creating content that isn't for platforms. It's for sales. It's for closing deals. Okay. So we're clear on the difference between sales content and sales assets versus influencer assets and influencer content. Okay. We're not looking to do this. We're looking to do this. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone on the call, that's clear, right?